little bit about this, the timing for superintendents about whether or not to have school, not have school, try to release them early.
Right, and in some cases, Eric, schools already have early release, so this just creates another big problem with the snow.
I was chatting with a couple of school districts on Twitter earlier on tonight. It's a tough decision because the snow moves in after the morning commute, but some of the steady stuff moves in right between that 11 o'clock to noon time frame, so that's when a lot of buses would be on the roads if you have an early dismissal. So it moves in from west to east late in the morning, then that rain-snow line will be lifting northward, and for the interior, it means sleet and freezing rain. So it's going to be a really icy mix across the interior parts of the region, where we have temperatures in the teens and low 20s, so plenty of cold out there right now. A little milder in Boston at 30 and close to 30 on Cape Cod, places that will see a faster changeover. We have mainly clear skies right now. There's your storm system working its way off toward the north and east, arriving here late tomorrow morning. So again, the early part of the day is dry, no issues there. As we approach 10 to 11 o'clock, that snow increases from west to east. Should be snowing everywhere at noontime tomorrow. Then very quickly, we're going to see a flip across Cape Cod, the islands of the south coast. So you really are looking at a rain event there. Inland, we're talking about all snow around noon. By 2 o'clock, in comes that mixed line from south to north very rapidly. Boston, it occurs between 2 and 3, and it continues to climb across Cape Ann and Essex County as we head into the afternoon. Meanwhile, inland, again, temps will be in the 20s, so we're looking at sleet and freezing rain and really icy conditions that will linger into tomorrow evening. So anywhere into Worcester County, southern New Hampshire, this is where things will be pretty dicey throughout the day. Then as we head toward the evening, rain pushes off toward the east, things wind down, but temperatures will also fall. So even those of us who change over to rain and see some milder temperatures will see things become icy again overnight. So snow mountains don't really tell the whole story with this one because most of our snow comes in just a few hours before we see that changeover. So a fast pace for a few. We're looking at 2 to 4 inches in Boston, the North Shore, and the tip of Cape Ann and heading down toward northern Rhode Island. 4 to 6 from Worcester up through northern Essex County and the seacoast. Your best chance of holding on to the snow a little longer, far northern Worcester County and areas northwest of Nashua into New Hampshire, and in particular, I think Vermont is going to do the best with this storm system in New England. And here you see the breakdown of what's actually falling from the sky. You have to go pretty far north to keep all snowfall. A lot of ice in central Mass and southeastern New Hampshire, and then we'll see that change over to rain for the Boston area of the coast in southeastern Mass. So if you want to avoid the worst of it, think it's very late in the morning, midday, through the afternoon. If you're around eastern Massachusetts, that rain change will make things a little bit easier during the evening drive. There you see the highs, much milder south and east, keeping the cold across central Mass, southern New Hampshire. And of course it's snowing now because this is the prime time for snow. Over the last 5 years, over half of our entire winter snowfall has all come during the month of February. A little more in the forecast at the end of this week. Friday night into Saturday, likely to see some light snow. This will probably add up to at least a few inches in northern New England, which means ski areas are going to have a real good week. It'll be a cold end of the week for us. Upper 20s on Thursday with bright skies. Friday just hitting the freezing mark. A little milder this weekend, but some of that light snow Saturday morning and a chance for rain on Sunday.